If you're in Atlanta and you value your mental health and peace and security in your home, absolutely do not lease with MAA properties. I have been dealing with a roach infestation since February. I've had pest control come out multiple times. It's been so bad that I've had baby roaches crawling over my skate gear as I've been trying to clean them. Since the beginning of May, I've gone through almost a whole big tub of the home defense spray, like that type of spray, in addition to multiple cans of like hot shot roach spray or Raid. And the property management here has been completely dismissive about it. Like I said, I've had pest control come, that hasn't helped anything. My parents tried to come and help me set traps and bomb. That has been, picking up some of them that are coming out, but I'm still seeing them regularly. Even this morning, there was another one that was crawling in my sink area, and I was trying to get it, and it crawled into one of the mini cracks in the walls that are here. MAA likes to say that they are a luxury apartment complex, but in reality, they just put stainless steel appliances in an old apartment. Even the white cabinets are just the old, I think it's oak, is that like light type of wood, but it's that old light wood that was popular in apartments and houses in like the early 2000s. And instead of actually gutting everything and replacing the countertops and stuff like that, they just took the old countertops and put like peel and stick granite on top of it. And again, the like peel and stick white overlay that you can put on a cabinet that you can get from like Target or Walmart. So these are not luxury apartments at all. And on top of the fact that I am paying $1,800 a month to live with a roach infestation, to live with neighbors that I repeatedly had to call the front office and tell them that they were allowing their dog to pee and poop on their patio, and that they had even left trash, like bags of trash out there, such that some of it blew over onto my patio and my cat started licking it. What makes it worse is that communication from the property management here is basically non-existent. When I had originally reached out about the issue, they had told me one time, oh, pest control is scheduled to come into your apartment. In a verbal conversation, I emailed the property manager to follow up because I didn't receive like a maintenance request email saying that pest control was coming or anything. And she confirmed pest control is coming to your unit. We don't release the communications with other tenants to tenants, because at this point they were supposed to be treating my apartment and the adjacent apartments up and down and to the sides of me. So I got that snarky response from the property manager and had to email back saying, I know you can't send me emails with other tenants to me. I was saying that I never got an email. What was the response to that? Thank you, have a nice day. And then what happened after that? Pest control didn't actually come because they didn't actually schedule it. This has been an ongoing theme with this property. This pest issue isn't even the first time that the property manager has said that they were going to handle something and then just been radio silent. Even when I had come to them about the pest control issue, she was like, oh yeah, that other issue we brought up, we actually decided to go a different route with resolving that. And I was like, it would have been nice if you had communicated with me that you were going a different route with resolving it. I am the lowest weight that I have been in my adult life. All of my clothes are hanging off my body. I literally had to use an extension cord to tie a skirt that I was wearing to my grandpa's birthday party because I've lost that much weight and my clothes, especially my pants and bottoms, don't fit me. And that would be because I feel so uncomfortable cooking in my kitchen that all I've been sustaining on since pretty much March of this year are TV dinners, and specifically because I'm vegetarian, these Alexia Mexican street corn. If you're Alexia, can you send me some of those because I love them, and like I said, they're literally keeping me alive at this point. And DiGiorno pizzas. DiGiorno, if you want to send a girl something, like, we would love that because you've been helping keep me alive. However, you know that when you're not eating as nutritiously as you could, that you have brain fog, it's difficult to work. This issue was so bad that I had to pick up the last week of April and go to my parents' house because there were baby roaches all over my skate gear. If you see my content slowing down on here, it is because it takes me 10 times longer to film anything because I'm constantly having my head on swivel when I'm trying to film. And even then I have to like make sure, like clear the area, make sure that everything is good. It is disrupting my life. It's disrupting the way that I make income. I've been sleeping on my couch since May. Part of the reason, you might not be able to see it because of the way that I angled my camera, but I have to use my bed currently as storage because when I go into my closet and like go and separate the clothes, I see a roach and then have to either spray it and then decide to throw everything in the wash, or I have to take everything down, spray it, clean it up, and put it all back up. And that's just, again, so much. So I've just been sleeping on a couch. Anyone who's lived with any type of pest infestation knows that it gives you the absolute worst PTSD. It's even hard for me to sleep in the times that I am able to sleep. And the property management has just quite frankly not cared. They are slow to respond, if they respond at all. I have emails where I emailed 3 or 4 times repeatedly. And the gag is they told me that I would be let out of my lease, but I asked them before giving them a date for the notice to vacate and notice of non-renewal and what my financial obligation would be, even though I don't think I should have any financial obligation for having to move out of a roach infested apartment that I'm paying $1,800 a month for. They refused to give me that information. I have asked in written email at least 7 times now for this information, and they refuse to give it to me because they want me to give them a date so that they can assess all of these lease breakage fees, even though they know they shouldn't be assessing them to me. I have, as shamefully as it is, been literally peeing in an OxyClean container and dumping it because the literal day that I had gotten comfortable with sitting on my toilet again, because they have been in and on my toilet as well, that's always so fun. The day that I got comfortable and finally was like, oh, I'm not gonna see one if I sit on the toilet. Like, you can put your bare butt on the toilet. I touched my butt to the toilet and turned to the side, and here's a roach right in my face. We're going shit together. As someone with OCD, that was literally like the image in my mind playing over and over again for the weeks that I was peeing in the OxyClean bucket, and now I'm back there. At one point, I was so uncomfortable in my shower that I had to drive to my sister's apartment 20 plus minutes away in Atlanta traffic, mind you. So sometimes it wasn't just 20 minutes just to be able to have a shower. Otherwise, I literally have a pot, like from my personal cooking pots and pans, that I would fill up with warm water and use that as a sink for a little hoe bath because they would be crawling around the sink in my bathroom and I didn't feel comfortable washing up in there. Like I said, I have been requesting the information to be able to be let out of my lease. And even if I wanted to break my lease and pay all the lease breakage fees, they still will not provide me with the notice to vacate and the notice of non-renewal and like everything that I would need to pay. So they are effectively entrapping me in my lease. And in Georgia, unfortunately, we can't put rent in escrow and then go to court for it. There's no formal process for that. I contacted code enforcement for my area and they said it's a legal issue. So the only other option I have at this point is to make a video and post it on all of my social media platforms, or to sue them in small claims court for breach of contract so I can just get out of the lease at all, let alone recuperate any of the money that I have spent living in a roach infested luxury apartment. Like I said, my rent is $1,800 a month, and through pet sitting, I can say that the apartments that have roach infestations, the ones where the reviews have that as a constant in my area, are all like $800 or $900 a month. So I should at least be getting $1,000 off realistically. And because they had actually said back in May, the end of May, that they would let me out of my lease, I thought I would be out of here by either the end of June or the end of July, and it's August and I'm still here. So if you're preventing me from being able to move by not giving me the information I need to be able to end my lease, and also I'm legally required to pay you to not get evicted, then I think I should also be able to recuperate those amounts. And at first I did ask them, I was like, hey, can I get a rental credit for like having dealt with this for this long? And they said that they were talking to corporate about it and never got back to me. So anyway, I'm making this video. Don't be at an MAA property if you're in the Atlanta area. If you want more details, if you want, like, I will literally make a YouTube video with all of the emails, all of the pictures. What's included in here is only a fraction of what I've been dealing with. So, yeah, and if you're someone from MAA, like in the corporate area, because, oh yeah, y'all don't have a corporate number, and every time I've asked for someone who has a corporate contact, they give me the resident care number, which I actually did email and no one emailed me back. And I also did call, and you guys outsourced it to an Indian based call company. And like, I get it, it's cheaper, but at the same time, they literally said, I'm sorry, all we can do is forward your request to the corporate office, forward your issue to the corporate office. So you don't allow us to get directly in contact with you, and the people that you're hiring are not doing their job. So yeah, if you are a part of MAA corporate, I think I'm actually going to make a separate LinkedIn from the LinkedIn that I have for like my professional stuff, simply so that I can post this video on it and tag a whole bunch of their executives, because at this point it's literally this or me suing you guys. And if I sue you guys, I'm probably going to do all of these complicated calculations into, okay, rent for a similarly situated apartment is this much. Here's how much, based on the number of days that I had to deal with this issue, that I should be receiving back, in addition to reimbursement for the standard mileage of me having to drive other places. Honestly, I don't know if you can sue for emotional distress, but I would say having to pee in a OxyClean container for multiple months and sleep on a couch versus in a bed. And I don't even want to talk about what the poops have been like, because if you're OCD and have to poop somewhere other than your own toilet, you know, that makes you actually want to. So again, I don't know if I can sue for emotional distress, but if I can, I'm gonna probably put some in there for emotional distress as well. And I would really rather not go that direction, but I literally, like I said, this is me coming on social media is my final plea, because I literally have tried everything. Like, I have multiple email threads of where it just says, hey, following up on this, following up on this, following up. Like, there was a point at which I had, hey, following up on this 4 times before someone emailed me just to say that they had no answers yet, that so and so property manager is out of the, what do you call it? So yeah, if you're someone on MAA, someone in the corporate arena, can you like get in contact with me or get in contact with the property that I'm at and do something? I've seen some other videos about MAA being a horrible property, and I really wish I had seen those videos before I signed here, but it sucks because honestly my first 2 years here were pretty uneventful. It's just been this last year that has been absolute hell. And of course, this last year has coincided with us getting a new property manager who, from what I can collect from the reviews from other properties I've been looking at as a means of gathering more evidence that this is just standard operating procedure with this company, I've noticed her name come up a lot, and not in a good way. And it seems like basically they're just taking this property manager and plopping her at a new property whenever enough people at the property she was previously at complain about it. I am at my wit's end. I don't know what to do. So like I said, I'm going to post this in as many places as I can post it, and potentially even do a longer video. I've already tried writing a Google review with all of the pictures. That's been seen 10,000 times now. So if a Google review where no one knows me has 10,000 reviews, how would my video where I have almost 16,000 people on my platform do? I hope it does something, because I would love to not live here anymore. I would love to live in a place that does not have roaches and is perfect for me and my purposes, and that the property management is not just a headache to deal with.